Also here, let's track shares of Credit Suisse here as we're giving you kind of a world view of some of the different movements that we're seeing today. Credit Suisse, that's trading higher today by about 3.5% this morning after shares briefly sank to an all-time low on Monday, while credit default swaps hit a record high. Credit Suisse executives have been calling clients and investors to reassure them that it is in sound shape and said it is moving to sell assets as part of its new business plan here, a new business plan that, of course, needs to just reassure many of its potential clients that it would have worked with that it is still in a good cash position or a liquid position or has enough in its own reserves because of the fact that there is typically a hit on sentiment when you do hear of a bank making a move like this.
Yeah, I like this new research out by JP Morgan's credit team this morning. They're saying that they would like to see Credit Suisse pull forward their earnings release. They're supposed to report on October 27th. They would like to see, and this is coming from their credit team that are really plugged into probably what you're seeing in the credit default swaps markets. But nonetheless, they want to see that pull forward and get a clear action plan on that investment banking division. What happens to it? How is it restructured? Do they need to create, and this is a term I'm sure you remember too, Julie, from the financial crisis, do they need to create a bad bank where they take all the bad assets, kind of like what Citigroup did, and hope and just siphon it off and stick it out there in the ethosphere somewhere and then just focus on some of their strong assets. But again, that's the first time I've heard that brought up really probably since the financial crisis, a bad bank.
Right. So you see a little bit of a comeback in the shares today, but considering they closed at a record low yesterday, it's not that much of a comeback. So unclear whether it reflects real optimism that they'll come up with some kind of plan like that, or
like
just
the zombie bank. I remember that's what they were calling it.
Oh gosh, yes. You're giving me bad flashbacks to that point in time, Soz. But yeah, so we'll continue to follow this Credit Suisse story and see if they make any sort of real progress towards a plan that helps the bank.